As long as Almajiri and polygamy issues are not dealt with, the insurgency just started. Aisha Yusuf, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. A well-known human rights activist, Aisha Yusuf, has once again spoken. Aisha Yusuf is one woman who has gained so much love from Nigerians due to the way and manner she speaks. According to a recent tweet she made on her verified Twitter handle, she stated clearly that as long as polygamy, birth control, and Almajiri issues are not dealt with in the north, the insurgency just started. Well, I totally agree with what she says. All these issues that are mentioned here, I agree, but there's even more. There is even more. There is even more. The fact that people do not know when to stop when giving birth to children. Oh, it is Allah that gives children. Oh, it is God that gives children. And then you do not protect yourself. Nobody tells those women or explain to them or make them understand that there are certain ways you can actually get intimate with your partner and do not get pregnant. There are certain ways to do that. And it will help you focus on the ones you have so you can as well train them. Nobody tells them the benefit of education. Yes, they give birth to children once the children can walk, once they can talk, and once they can do some little things. They say a child of 5 years is being sent to the street to beg. They have to add education to it. If they do not see light, which is education, things will not go well. People will keep thinking that submitting yourself to somebody else is good. Somebody will come and just flash you 5,000 naira. What does 5,000 naira do in this outside? Nothing. But if you go over there, because these people, they do not know that there is more to life than giving birth to children. There is more to life. There is more to life than your village. If you do not know this, of course, you keep being in the dark. That is just it. If these things are not addressed, sincerely, the insurgency, to be very sincere, because more people are giving birth to children. Before you know, many of them are converted to child soldiers. And then these people grow up and become worse. When they see other children in their own country doing better, they'll be like, what are these people doing now? Forgetting that it is something that is from the root. The society failed them. Their parents who did not know better also failed them. And this is why you get people angry. You see this person now. You see someone who actually is, how do I put it now? Who is from someone that is very poor, no education, nothing. He or she becomes this a victim of insurgency. And before you know it, he falls back into their hands. And he becomes a child soldier. And when he comes, when he finally meets with people who value education, who have seen the light, who know what birth control is, who value education that they train their children in school. When he finally comes in contact with these people, he'll be like, these people are the ones oppressing us. They're the ones that are a problem. And in fact, they'll become even more violent. This is what happened. And you know why these things is even troubling? It's because these people are at the helm of affairs. They are at the helm of affairs. So why not just ensure that these people get the information right? Yes, so if you don't have information these days, you are behind. That is what the North needs. They have to go to each house, convince them, talk to them about family planning, talk to them about polygamy, talk to them about what's it called? Birth control issues and all of that. Open their eyes to the things that they cannot see. Make them understand that there is actually more to life than living in a village, than giving birth to children and then sending them out to the streets to beg. There is no parent on planet Earth who is thinking right, who has seen what they call education, even if that parent is not educated, that would not want his or her child to be better off than them. Why do you give birth to children? Nobody will say, oh, I don't want my child to be greater than me. I don't think if anyone says that, then that person, there is something wrong with that person. You want your child to do things you have not done, to impact positively. In fact, things that you have never dreamt of doing, you want your child to do them. That is it. So if you now yourself, you don't know that you can do better, it's a problem. How do you not get your child to? And I keep saying it is even worrisome that these people now, called the Northerners, they are the helm of affairs. They are the ones that can do this thing. But because they want this thing of keep them in darkness, don't let them know. It is easier to control them. It is easier to control someone who does not have education, who does not know. If I come now and I'm aware that there are things I can do and do very well, uncle, I want to do things better. And you're on that. Let me say, for instance, an employee who does not know the impact he makes. If he goes into an organization that opens his eyes to see, you are really hot cake. You are hot cake. What do you think the employee will do? He will develop himself and even leave that particular company for somewhere better. That is it. You will be in continuous search of where you can be better. But if you don't know any better, there is no how you are going to know. You don't even know that you can make an impact. That is it. These children now, if placed in very, very wonderful, given privileges, most of governors' children, politicians, if they're given such privileges, they will also excel. That is it. But you don't just take them and put them in that environment. You prepare a landing field. How? You educate them. Those that want so many wives. And you want many wives, Abi. Your culture encourages it. Your destiny encourages it. You talk to them. The disadvantages of having many wives. And then if they still insist, okay, they've already married and they can't send these women home, you introduce birth control method to these people. Let them know how they can actually get intimate with their husbands or wife, and they do not get pregnant, so that you tell them so that they can take care of the ones they have already. You see a family of 12 or 15, and you know the man keeps getting intimate with his wife and they keep giving birth. Tell them, see, you can actually get intimate and you're not going to give birth to children, so that you can focus on the one you have. Then these children, the northern elites now and their governors will now come say, okay, let us build a school and let us make a school available. You teach these children. The education is key. You see them hungry. They are going to, gradually you get them and they will start having the thirst for these things. That is just it. So I totally agree with what Haisa Yusufu said. Speaking further, she stated clearly that many people may wonder why the stories are so vicious. According to her, the reason is because most of them do not know love, empathy, and humanity, making it known that they have never been shown love, not even a mother's hug. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning into the lesson. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.